it is officially time. Hello and welcome to Movement Break. My name's Amber Langford. I'll be running you through your movement session today. For today's class, we are doing all standing exercises. All you need is some room to move. I recommend about an arm span of space in all directions. And if at any point you feel that you need any assistance with balance, you can move to your support structure. Support structures include a wall, desk, table, or the back of a stable chair. We're going to start with some swan dives first. So I want you to stand up nice and tall. Legs can be about hip to shoulder width apart, toes pointing forward. We're going to start first by reaching our arms out to the side, up to the ceiling, reaching as tall as you can. And then we're going to circle our arms backwards. And as we do that, we're going to bend at the waist, slowly reaching down to the ground. And then we're just going to roll back up into our standing position and repeat, reaching out and up. And then circle those arms back as we drop that chest, reaching for that ground. Taking these nice and slow, just trying to get as much range of motion as we are able to. Sending those hips back as we circle those arms and lower our chest. Let's do 2 more here. And then once your head is lifted back up, we're going to go into a overhead reach and tap with our foot. So we're going to make a diagonal line between our arms and legs. Starting with that right side, I want you to reach your right arm up and over to the left, tapping that right toe out to the right, pulling in, and then we're going to switch sides. So we're trying to get as much reach, as much length as you can, making that diagonal line between your arm and leg here. As always, if you need to, keep your feet planted and just do that overhead reach with that lean. Let's do 1 more to each side. And then same leg movement, but now we're going to reach and twist horizontal. Still tapping that toe out to the side. If you'd like, you can keep them planted and just reach and twist horizontal. Let's do 1 more to each side. Returning to center, hands down at your sides, flipping your palms so your hands are facing away from your body. We're gonna bend our elbows up so they're at that nice 90-degree angle. And then from here, we're just gonna open those hands, rotating through your shoulders. Once you've gone as far as you can, you're gonna straighten your arms, reaching horizontal, tucking those elbows in, and then closing your hands. So we pull hands apart, we reach, tuck those elbows back in, and close. Let's do 2 more here. Lowering those hands down, we're going to go to some lower body next, starting with a push lunge. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with a right lunge first. So I want you to take your left leg, taking a step back. We're going to have both feet flat on the ground, starting with our front leg straight. All we're going to do is sink into that lunge by bending that front knee, pressing your hips forward, and then straightening back out. You can play around with how wide your stance is. The wider that stance is, the deeper of a lunge you can achieve. Making sure your chest is staying nice and upright so you feel a gentle stretch in the front of that left hip. You may also be getting a little bit of a calf stretch in that back leg. Let's do one more here. Bringing that left leg in, taking a step back with your right leg. Same thing here. Hips face forward, slowly bending that front knee, pressing those hips forward, and relaxing out of that. Feet stay flat on the ground. Chest stays up. Let's do two more on this side. Relaxing out of that, bring in both legs back in. We're gonna go into a little bit of a turn out march next. So for this one, starting with your right leg, you're going to lift your knee up, but you're also trying to lift that heel up. So you're gonna go in a little bit of a turnout. I like to reach for that heel with my opposite hand. That's going to kind of help guide that turnout position. Other options here, you can just tap that toe in front as you allow that knee to fall out. Let's do one more to each side. Bringing both feet down, going into a little bit of toe flexion next. So for this one, you're going to feel it the most if you are barefoot or just in your socks. If you're wearing shoes, that's okay. You'll still get a good little stretch. So similar to our prancing exercise, we're going to take that right leg first, bending your knee, lifting your heel up, but we're going to roll those toes under as you press that ankle forward, lower down, and switching sides. So you're trying to roll those toes under to get a nice stretch in the front of your ankle. We're also kind of pressing down to the ground, which is going to help with that toe flexion as well. Let's do one more to each side. Lowering your feet down, relaxing those hands at your sides. We're just gonna end with 2 neck circles each direction. Shoulders pulling down away from your ears. Bringing right ear to right shoulder. Rolling chin to chest. Over to the left. Up to the ceiling. Repeat one more time in this direction. And then we switch, rolling your head back. To the left, chin to chest, and then over to the right. One more big circle here. Slowly lifting back up to your nice neutral position. And that is all of the movements I have for you all today. Thank you so much for joining Movement Break. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.